Hey guys, so you're wondering why are we looking at a nice background of a snowy night? Um, so I came across this article and I thought it had to be a parody satire type thing. No, keep in mind this is the Washington Post. All right, a very real publication, used to be respected. But this is a type of shit that they're writing now. Now, again, this is the Washington Post. What you're about to see is a very real article with a very real title that you're about to read. Are you ready for it? I don't think you are, but we're going to go ahead anyway. Shark Week lacks diversity, overrepresents men named Mike, scientists say. Researchers say Discovery's programming overwhelmingly featured white men as experts, with emphasizing negative messages about sharks. Again, you can see we are at the Washington Post. This is the WashingtonPost.com. Daniel Wu, who is the writer, has written many other articles. Police robots, um, paralyzed police fan, elections. So this is a very real article. I feel like I need to bring in the like Kyle A. Bear Dragon Ball Z voice because of how stupid and ridiculous I want to make this as epic sounding as possible, but I just don't have the strength in me right now. Lisa Whitenack loved sharks as a kid. She spent rainy days leafing through a guide to sharks in Reader's Digest. Every summer she would watch Shark Week. I mean, we all watch Shark Week. Come on, it's Shark Week. Discovery's annual TV event that spotlights the ocean predators with 7 days of dedicated programming. 7 days of awesomeness. But when the scientist appeared on her TV screen, she rarely saw any women she could look up to. Why would I know I could do that? Because you're a human being, and if you're a human being, you can do anything. Are 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 these people stupid? You need someone to explicitly tell you that, oh, just because you're a woman, you can go into this field. No, I don't come from a family of scientists. Well, maybe you could be the first one because, again, we're human beings and we can do what we want. I didn't see very many people that looked like me on television. Whitenack, now a biology professor in Allegheny, Allegheny, Allegheny College of Meadville, Pennsylvania, found her way into shark research anyway. When the pandemic lockdowns came in 2020, she saw an opportunity to study the source of her old misconceptions. Was Shark Week feeding audiences the wrong messages about sharks? And who studies them? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. Uh, Whitenack led a team of researchers to examine hundreds of Shark Week episodes. Wow. Wow, really? 1988? Jesus. Aired between 1988 and 2020. In a study published last month by the Public Library of Science, their research claims that Discovery's programming emphasized negative messages about sharks, lacked useful messaging from shark conversation, and overwhelmingly feature white men as experts, including several with the same name. Who would have thought that you could find many people in this world, all within the same field, with the same name? Who would have thought? It's like going to Hollywood and finding actors named John. Who would have thought that there's a lot of actors named John? Or you go into schools and you find a bunch of teachers named Mary. Who would have thought? Because apparently, names are just so unique. But who would have thought that you could go into research and find a bunch of guys named Mike? Who would have thought? Why do I do this to myself? Why? Just The programming featured more white experts and commentators named Mike than women. Well, I certainly hope there was more men named Mike than women named Mike, because it'd be kind of weird if there was women named Mike. Yeah, I think they could have reworded that a little differently. Said Dave Schiffman, a conservationist at Arizona State University, who was the co-author of. God, I dare. It's like sometimes I want to look up what these people look like. I guarantee you they look exactly like how you think they would. Like the people who'd be complaining about diversity. When there are hundreds of people of color interested, then go do it. No one is telling you, hey, are you black? You are? Well, you can't study sharks. Is anyone... hang on. Nope. Don't hear anyone saying that. So if there isn't a lot of diversity in shark research, maybe it's because those people just aren't interested in it. I know, crazy concept. But no, it's gonna and chalk it all up to racism and lack of diversity. Not the fact that the people, certain people just don't choose certain fields. Like when they say, "Oh, well, you just don't see a lot of women in construction." Well, there's reasons for that. Are there women in construction? Of course, but overwhelmingly, it's male because it is a very hard, heavy-duty job, and most men are more suited to that heavy lifting than women are. So that's why you don't see a lot of men in, women in that sort of field. Just as you don't see a lot of men in more nurturing roles. Because that's not in, that's not in our DNA. So, it's like when people say male nurse, people start laughing because you don't tend to see a lot of male nurses. They're mostly female. Are there male nurses? Of course. But men and women have different career paths that they normally tend to choose. And they, color and race and this and that have nothing to do with it. These people are just not interested in sharks. So, I mean, I think men tend to be more interested with sharks, and dinosaurs and stuff like that than, that's why you see like paleontologists and stuff like that, why you see a bunch of old white dudes or with sharks, because just boys just seem to be more interested in, sharks and stuff like that. But sure, let's just chalk it up to like racism or something. Because, when in doubt. Maybe it's not an accident anymore that they're only featuring white men. Shut the fuck up, you feckless cunt. Seriously. Discovery did not respond to a request for comment. Why? Why would they? Oh, yes, can you please tell us, why most of the people on your Shark Week shows are white? Was that no comment? Exactly what I thought. This is a symptom of the evil white patriarchy at work, folks. We've got Shark Week with mostly white people and no diversity. Go fuck yourselves. And so basically they're saying Shark Week is racist. So this goes back to what I said, and I've been saying. Everything is racist. Everything. If it doesn't have diversity, it's racist. And now Shark Week is now somehow racist because of its lack of diversity. This is the era we're living in. This is 2022. And now we're pretty much saying Shark Week is racist because there's a lack of diversity. I don't think going on is any diversity in people brings diversity in thought, which ultimately brings innovation. This is where we're at. Anything else? The view discriminates against white males, right? When everything is declared racist, the claim loses any impact. Yeah. Everything is racist. Everything. Shark Week is now racist because it's lack of diversity. Because apparently, black people just don't want to study sharks. Which I think it's hilarious, because isn't there like that the stereotype that black people can't swim or something like that? So it was kind of even more racist now when you think it's like, well, I guess just feeds into the idea that black people are afraid to swim and can't swim, and you know, because they got to get in there with the sharks and everything. And of course, black people can swim. It's stupid people, and I'm sorry I have to explain that to people. It's a stereotype, okay? Black people can swim. That was something that was ages ago. We're not living in that era now. Black people know how to swim. Oh my god, guys named Mike, great white sharks. Where are the great black sharks? The great brown No, because we had Blake, no, you want to know what happened? See, we have great white sharks, right? Imagine if there were great black sharks. That would be considered racist, because why is everything black considered to be a killer? Ugh. So you can't fucking win. You cannot fucking win against these people, because these people are so fucking retarded. So if you say great white shark, well, why does it have to be great white shark? Okay, great black shark. Well, why are you saying black? What do you mean by black? Are you saying that all black things are killers? Take your TDS meds before you hurt yourself further. It's about sharks who identify as great and white. As a heterosexual man with an interest in interior design, I wish I had more role models in the field while growing up. Yeah, turn on HGTV. Uh-huh. I don't just mean the hosts. Yes, there are far too many sharks. My main concern here is the overrepresentation of the great white shark on Shark Week. It's no accident the shark's called great and white, that the shark called great and white dominates the entire series. Where are the sharks of color? Where are the small brown and black sharks, huh? It's long past time these shows stop stigmatizing sharks of color and start featuring their stories too. Where are the non-binary sharks? This article is an embarrassment. Absolutely ridiculous. Uh-huh. But has anyone asked their sharks what their preferred pronouns are? See, this is how fucking... Is everything racist? Let me sum that up for you. Yes. Yes. Everything. Everything in this world you can think of is racist. Everything the light touches is racist. Too many mics. Washington Post jumps to Shark Week. This is crying out for a Saturday Night Live skit where Chance the Rapper is suddenly thrust into Shark Week. Yeah, I mean, we're living in an age where this is an actual fucking article title. Where this is actually a thing, where people are considering Shark Week racist because there's not enough diversity of people studying sharks. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. So, when's that asteroid supposed to hit? Because I think it's long overdue. We need a reset or something. Because this is fucking ridiculous.